Hi everyone, welcome to the Balance Fit Foundation Jumpstart Part 2. And this video we are going to cover the need to knows. Before starting, if you are just watching this video for the first time, you should have already completed the Jumpstart Part 1. If you haven't already done that, please turn this video off, head over to watch Jumpstart Part 2, and then come back to this video. Now with that said, let's go ahead and jump right in. So what are we going to cover in today's video? We're going to cover the navigating the back office, setting up your websites, how to send personalized links, where to find information, and then of course, what comes next after this. All right, first and foremost, navigating your back office. So this is a huge one. How you can get to your back office is going to be going to teambeachbody.com/your username. Once you're on that main page, you're actually going to be able to see a little tab at the top. You'll see the word coach. You drop down to Coach Online Office. There's a couple words you might hear along the way with Coach Online Office. It's Coach Online Office, your back office, and your COO. Those are all used interchangeably. You're typically going to hear us say though back office. When you get there, this is actually your home screen, and actually you're going to see over here a screenshot of a different coach on the team, but this is what your home screen will look like. So let's break this down a little bit. Again, on the left-hand side, you see welcome, and it'll say your name. And the very first thing you see underneath that is My Coach ID. I would highly recommend you right now, pause this video, go onto your back office, and write your Coach ID down. This is going to be one of the most important numbers. It's the equivalent of your Beachbody Social Security number. You're going to need it for a lot of different things, so that's a number you're going to want to memorize. Going down further on the list, you're going to be able to see your current rank. If you're just starting this, it's probably going to say coach or emerald coach, which we'll go over in a little bit. Your qualification status, a bunch of other stuff that is a little bit more advanced. But what's nice is you do get to have your upline information there. So your upline is the person that directly invited you into this business and who you joined with. That's all of their contact information, and you have that accessible to you. You also see your upline diamond and your upline star diamond coaches. These are going to be the people who are next level leaders in your organization. Now, sometimes the person who invited you into this and the diamond or upline star diamond will all be the same coach. That means you signed up with someone who's already reached those levels of leadership. And then further down with that, you see something called My Volume. That again is something we're going to go over at a later time. That is something we're going to go over at a later time. And don't worry too much about that yet. Your upline can help you understand it. We do go over it a little bit in Coach Basics, but know that later on long term, that's something you're going to want to pay attention to. Now in the middle screen here, you see Success Club qualification. We are going to go over Success Club in a little bit, but here's where you can actually check it out and see sort of where you're at. To quickly go over that, again, we'll go over it in a little bit, but you get Success Club points simply by helping people start their journey through the use of getting with Shakeology or joining a challenge group with a challenge pack. You get Success Club points through doing that, and that's where you'll see you can track your success, I guess, as you go through this journey. On the right-hand side, you're also going to see the Breaking Coach News. This is an awesome resource for you. Beachbody updates it with any sort of new promotions that are coming out, awesome new trainings that they have, any sort of trips that are coming up, prizes, the deals that are on sale every month. It's a great place for you to stay in the loop and just know what's going on in Beachbody. I use it all the time. I love being able to have those links just readily available. And they're going to also post any sort of calls or things that the CEO is doing. So definitely a great place to kind of stay in the loop and just see sort of what's going on. Now, setting up your websites. Now that you're a Beachbody coach, you actually get 3 websites. These are already set up for you. There's not a lot of work on your end, but basically here's what you're looking at. www.beachbodycoach.com/your username. That is the place where you're going to send people who are going to purchase something for you or explore the products that you have. This is the website you saw when somebody sent you to go sign up as a coach or buy a challenge pack. The next website you have is the myshakeology.com. This website is dedicated only to Shakeology, and it's a great resource for you to send people if they have questions on nutritional information, flavor, success stories. It's a great resource for you as well. They have facts and questions. They have just everything that you could ever want to know about Shakeology right there on that website. And then the last place is myultimatereset.com/your username. And this is the same thing as the My Shakeology site, but it's all dedicated to the ultimate reset, which is a huge cleanse that Beachbody does, and people really love it. Now, it's really, really important to note this /your username. The /your username is the only thing that really directly links these sites to you. So make sure you know that what your username is. Now, to do a coach transfer, this is just really quickly something I wanted to throw out there while we're going through this. When you send someone to this site to purchase something for you, you always want to make sure and ask them, have you worked with a Beachbody coach before? A lot of people don't know this, but whenever they purchase something through Beachbody, they're automatically assigned a coach if they didn't already have one that they signed up with. The reason Beachbody does this is so that people that sign up out of the blue always will have a contact or a resource. However, that directly links that customer to that coach unless you request a coach transfer. So if you're working with someone who isn't close with their coach or they would rather have you as their coach, all you have to do is go to coachfact.com, click email and request coach switch, enter the below message, and that person is automatically switched over to you. Super simple, not something to stress about, but just something to keep in mind. People may already have a coach if you're working with them and they've already used a Beachbody program. So those are your websites. I would definitely recommend you go through and sort of explore them a little bit more. Personally, your back office and the beachbodycoach.com are probably going to be the two you use the most and the two that you want to be the most comfortable with. All right, how to send personalized links. So as we just mentioned, on the beachbodycoach.com /your username, that's where you can send people to purchase products, whether it's a challenge pack or a program or apparel, whatever it is, directly through you. You also have this access to this really awesome site called Coaching Codes. Now, what that is it links a personalized link for a particular fitness program to you. So you can go onto this website and definitely play around with it. It's a little busy in the beginning. You enter in the information there, and what it's actually going to do is create this web link that you can send to someone. Say somebody wants to buy 21 Day Fix. You can send them this link that is directed to you. It's going to give them only access to purchase 21 Day Fix. It takes out a lot of the complication of them having to navigate the website, you sending them over the instructions, and it makes everything really easy. What I would recommend you do is go through when you have a couple minutes and just create a bunch of personalized links for all of the top programs you plan on working with. So I know I do it for 21 Day Fix, Hammer and Chisel, Insanity Max 30, and a bunch of those ones that are really popular anyway, and now I don't even have to think about it. They're saved in my phone, they're saved on my email, and I can just send people directly to these sites without having to worry about the navigation of the beachbodycoach.com. However, just know this is a resource available to you. It's not something to stress about or to worry about too much, but it is available to you. There's a little bit of instructions. I would pause this video, screenshot that, just so you know exactly how you can create those links, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. So let's move on from there. So where can I find information? As I've mentioned a couple times, we are going to give you so many resources. There's going to be a lot of new words you're going to learn, a lot of new websites you're going to hear about, and I don't ever want you to walk away from this feeling overwhelmed. So what you can do is, where can I find stuff? If you have questions, if you're confused about something, we have a lot of ways you can find something so you don't have to feel lost or alone. First and foremost, utilize the magnifying glass in our Facebook team page. These team pages have been around for a while. They have a lot of people in them, a lot of resources, and they have a lot of questions that have already been asked. And a lot of times, if you have the question, chances are somebody's had it before. So what this magnifying glass does is you can actually just go up into the top right corner of the team page, type in a couple of the keywords you're looking for, and it's going to pull up every single thing on our Facebook page regarding anything that includes that keyword. So it's a great starting point. You can find everything out. Can pregnant people drink Shakeology? Does it help with diabetes? What would you recommend for a person with a bad back? Everything that you might have questions on, take a look there first. If it's not something that you think is going to be a conversational topic, and you think it's something about logistics of how purchases are made, sales, anything that's from the back end of Beachbody, we also have this really awesome site called Coach FAQ or coachfac.com. What this is this is a huge portal that Beachbody has created with everything that you could ever possibly want to know about Beachbody. It has information on prices, it has information on trips, it has information on your websites. Everything that you could ever want to know is probably on coachfac.com. So if you don't see it in the team page, please go to coachfac.com and ask your question there. The other really nice thing is with CoachFact, you also have a direct link to say live chat. This puts you live with a Beachbody customer service agent, and you can ask your question directly to them as well. This is great for things with shipping, credit card information, and so on. A third thing, Google it. I mean, that sounds really crazy to say, but there are, almost 1 million coaches out there, and there are so many people with really helpful blogs and tips and tricks and information, and a lot of times people that have Googled and asked the same questions. So if you have a pretty obscure question, you haven't been able to find it on the magnifying glass or on CoachFact, Google it and see what comes up. Another resource you have, I kind of mentioned this with the live chat, but you can call Coach Relations. The Coach Relations service line there is right on the screen. It's the 1-800-240-0913, and you can actually talk live with the service agent there. You can then ask a question in the team page. If you've gone through all of these resources, you're not finding what you're looking for, type it in a discussion, because again, like I said, chances are if you have the question, someone either has had it before, maybe just the keywords are different, or somebody currently has the question as well. So throw in your question and you can get answers from all of the coaches on our team. We're all ready to go and ready to help. Now, your last point of resource, and I use this as the last point, I'll go over it in a second, but if you still aren't satisfied with the answer or even your understanding of the answer, please ask your upline coach. Again, that's the person that invited you into this business, or your upline diamond or your star coach. So that's where that information in the back office can be really helpful. If you don't know who that is, you can ask those people. You have direct access to them through Facebook, email, and telephone. Now, I say that as the last resource because we as coaches didn't sign up to build a business to sit around and answer questions all day. We are here to help. We want to help you be successful in the best way that we can, but we can't hold hands along every step of the way. So we really want to teach you to find the answers on your own so that when you too are leading an organization, you can help your organization become self-sufficient and find answers on their own as well. So these are the places that you can find any answer that you're looking for, and I guarantee you by number 6, you'll have your question answered. All right, action items. Set up your direct deposit, and this is huge. If you haven't done any of these things, or I've said pause the video and go do this, this is definitely one you're gonna wanna do. What this is gonna do is you're gonna go onto your back office, and in those top tabs, hit that My Business one and down to My EFT Management. Your EFT Management is where you're gonna set up your direct deposit. Now, I think at this point, we're probably all wanting to be very efficient humans, and no one wants to deal with getting mailed a live check. So even if you're sitting here thinking, I haven't even sold anything yet, I don't want to worry about it. Well, tomorrow, if you sell something, you don't want to be worried about getting that hard check in the mail. So go down and log into the My EFT Management and set up your direct deposit. It's super easy. You don't ever have to worry about it. So that's with that. And now that is actually the last slide of this presentation. So we're going to move on to what is next, which is our Jumpstart Part 3. So go ahead and move on and watch that, and we will see you later. Bye.